I'm a psychologist and I study online dating from a kind of research point of view. Anyway, okay. Off we go. I met a lady online dating once, and I said, where do you want to go tonight? And she said, oh, let's go for a meal. Next night I said, where do you want to go? She said, let's go for a meal. This happened another 2 nighs. And then on the 5th night, I said, where do you want to go tonight? And she said, oh, let's go and see that new movie about Bruce Wayne, the Cape Crusader. And I thought, this is just dinner, Batman. So, dating sites, many dating sites, glutenfreesingles.com, would you believe? Uniform dating, Bristler if you like people with beards, and believe it or not, uglybugsball.com if you're ugly, you can use that one, so lots of different ones. So which website or app should you use? No real evidence that these which use matching algorithms actually work, so you're probably just better off using Tinder, put a few pictures of yourself up, and about 10 years out of date and you'll be fine. Okay, so that's the kind of thing to use. The thing we know in psychology in terms of attraction is that similarity and familiarity are important. So if you use a dating site which caters for shared interests kind of thing, then that's going to get you more success probably than anything else. So once you've established that, you've got to set up your profile. There's a shop in Cardiff which is open which sells husbands, and on the first floor there are husbands who are amazingly attractive. Females go in the shop to buy a husband. On the second floor there are husbands who are amazingly attractive and who have money and resources. Females think, wow, I think I'll go up to the next floor of the shop. On the next floor there are husbands who are amazingly attractive, have money and resources, and who like children. Females think, fantastic, I think I'll go up to the next floor. And they go up to the next floor, and on the next floor it says, there are no husbands on this floor is merely to demonstrate females are never satisfied. So, sorry to be sexist, across the road is a shop which sells wives. Guys go into the shop to buy a wife. On the first floor it says, these wives like sex, and no man's ever gone past the first floor. So that kind of tells us what you should write really in your sort of profile, if you like. Anyway, when you write in your profile, you have to avoid cliches like plague. Don't say things like, I like walks along the beach, I like night seeing with a glass of wine, or that kind of thing, because that's just saying you're human, because we all can like that. Think of something original to put in your profile picture. When you've viewed someone else's profile, you have to make a decision about, so there are lots of people in online dating. It looks like there's masses of people out there. When you go out for a night, you might meet one person if you're lucky. I do. If I'm lucky, I meet one person, every couple of months. So, what you have to do is avoid an assessment mindset, keep an open mind, don't go into online dating with a shopping list, just be open-minded, try to imagine the type of person you have a good time with, rather than just having a list of things you require. And also, don't give up. Okay, because online dating does take a long time. It does take a bit of effort. You're not just going to go in there and think, oh, well, I think, I split up with my boyfriend and girlfriend, I'll go into online dating and get a new one. Well, it's not like going to a garage and getting a car. It does take time. Maybe about 6 hours a week, apparently. Anyway, once you've done that, you've got to chat with people. We know that people disclose more, say more about themselves in online dating and online interaction than they do face-to-face, which is called hyper-personal communication, which leads to more liking than you might get face-to-face. You might want to spin some lines, such as, I got this one here, are you Jamaican? Because you're making me crazy. Is your name Google? Because you have everything I'm searching for. All that kind of stuff, Did you hurt your knees when you fell from heaven? Blah, 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 all that kind of, I've got a million of money. See me later. What's important as well is that is humour. Okay, it's up to guys to produce humour, up to females to laugh. So it's up to guys to sort of do the work, and females to go, oh, you're so funny, that kind of thing. So that's the way it kind of works in interaction. If you look at males and females in a bar, in mixed interactions, it's the amount of laughter produced by the female, not the amount of laughter produced by the male, which is more predictive of sexual interest. So if you watch them together, if she's laughing, it's going great. If he's laughing, then it's not going to happen. Okay. Reason for this is that humour, creative humour in males is indicative of good genes. If you've got good genes, then you're kind of healthy, you're intelligent, and if you're that, then females want to have sex with you and have your babies. Okay, then you're going to meet, right? If you're going to meet someone from online dating, you've got to meet them in a timely fashion. You don't want to pen friend, do you? You want to meet somebody and cut the chase very quickly. You want to be chatting with them, online for ages and ages. You've got to meet them. Secondly, when you meet them, have some conversation. So you're not going to go and meet somebody and think, I don't know what we talk about now. You've got to have some conversation. Take a few bits of conversation with you. 6 or 7 bits of conversation you can resort to if you get a little bit stuck. Next thing, when it comes, there we go. Don't interrogate or interview people. I had an ex-girlfriend whose mother, when I went to the house, said to me things like, how much did it cost to cross Severn Bridge? How far away is London? What's the main industry in Cardiff? Insurance? It was like a bloody multiple choice test. It wasn't, it was an interrogation interview. And finally, for guys, be decisive, okay? So you have to kind of say things like, hey babe, I'm taking you to that great Guatemalan restaurant tonight. What do you think? You know, do that. Be positive. Don't go, oh, where do you want to go? Be positive and do it that way.